Okay, so continuing on the reassembly of the short wheelbase version. So I need to come back and put some more strengthening plates in and things, but as the sills welded up and the floor tacked in a bit, I'm not sure if I'm going to have to remove this brace and put something else in future. Just for, I think that's where my ankles are going to land when I've moved all the controls backwards. So just having a bit of a mock-up. So that's a trace out of the Penthouse base with the sides sort of cut off where I think I can. And it sort of fits nicely. So that's level with the back of the original Penthouse. I don't think I'll be needing to go that far back, so it should give me a bit of room for manoeuvre. But yeah, obviously I've got to cut this section out. And once everything's back in, I'll try and work out how I'm going to put the strength back in. Obviously there'll be a roll cage, so that'll do a fair bit, as well as the sides, but I'd like some more strength going across there. Just out of interest, I've had to buy an extra set of short arms for the lift, because it's relatively wide and now short. It was it was too long to get onto the lifting pucks, and especially when you're lifting the body off the battery, you've got to get it right on the outside edge. Obviously the battery's got to go up through the hole. I also modified the lift. When I was there, they told me how to modify it with this extra release button. So normally when you press the down button, it lifts up off the safety stops and then down. So there's no way of doing subtle down movements without it doing that up. You've got this release, but that's only a release down onto the stops. But if you hold that and that down, that pulls the stops in and lets you release it down straight away. So that'll just make it safer for dropping the car back down onto the battery when it's time. So yeah, I think the next steps, I'll cut the rest of the back of the body off, cut all that out and start mocking up the Penthouse, and then see where the wiring lands, and I think try to get it to a position where the coolant lines and the electrics are all connected, so to get it functioning again, get it online. Obviously I've got to shorten those brake lines as well before the battery goes back up. So they're only 5mm, they're quite short, quite small diameter, sorry. So anyway, it's getting there. Okay, that's the brake lines back on. Luckily, as you can see, that rear section up to this union here was pretty simple bends, and it was quite high copper content brake line. It wasn't steel. It was pretty hard, but my old flaring kit down there did the job nicely. So yeah, so nip those up. That's another job out of the way. Obviously I didn't want any joins underneath the floor pan, so I didn't want to just cut and add a union, because that's going to be pretty inaccessible once the battery's back up. So progress being made. The outer skin around this bit has been removed, and the main job has been trimming down here, obviously for space for the seats. From the TSK build, it looked, well, they did this. I'm not cutting too far down. I'm going to allow a slight radius at the bottom. And I'm going to plate all this back up. So I think my B-post bit of the roll cage will probably end up not a mile away from there. So I'm not going to rush and do all the strengthening in one. I'll plate it in, but I'm bound to add some extra. Now, So I've just rolled the loom back out just to make sure everything's going to reach. So that's a mock-up of the base plate of the Penthouse. So if I have it there, as you can see, it's sort of roughly in line with the angle of the seat backrest. I'm going to have to trim this bit off and that bit, power and the main PCS connector almost made for the job. These are the coolant lines. So they're above free space. I got a bit worried. So these 4 dots here are where the battery posts, well, the module posts normally come up. So I'm still hoping I can keep the pyro fuse down here, because it'll sort of be behind the base curve of the seat. So fingers crossed. These ones, I started to worry because that's going to be under, well, straight above there. But look what's there, a hole. And it pops out here. So the battery cable can go through that hole, through the main body. So when I plate this in, I'm going to leave a hole straight down there and onto the module, which is about here. So sometimes things do work out. Yeah, and then going back to the Penthouse. So it is going to be slightly pushed off to one side, but there's plenty of space for things to be cut here. This side is the tighter one, so I'm just going to just take that with a straight edge. But it looks like I'll be fine. And there we have it, trimmed back to the template, plus a little bit. But you can see that's the main post that lines up perfectly with the hole. Going to have to clearance this one a little bit. That's the coolant fitting. Along the other side it completely misses, but there you go, just down there. So a hole required there. Obviously that's completely free. And I've got the 2 connectors are down here. I'm going to have to jack the rear end up a little bit, just so I've got clearance for the motor connector. These BMS wires, I'll 3D print some filler plugs with some seals, and they'll just get extended down to the modules. But pleasantly surprised. So next is to trim down this upper section. I did think I was going to lose the DC charger sort of plate, but the way it sits should be fine. Obviously plenty of space for the 12-volt output and the BMS connector. So yeah, about time to order a whole load of steel to build all this back up. Don't think I said before, but yeah, there was a beam there that's been removed. It was a bit of a funky shape with some offsets. I'm going to remake it lower profile, obviously to get the seats as low as possible. And then I'll have extra ones to mount the seats. But once I've defined the height and position, that can go in. I'm just really trying to do everything I can before the battery goes back in the car. Obviously grinding and welding next to a battery is not the best idea, even if it is completely de-energized and decoupled. But anyway. And there's the upper half trimmed. The lid, very close, just there, but it goes on. Much happier leaving it all in the standard configuration, bar the pyro. We'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, weld up the sides of the top here and the other side obviously, and then mock up some sort of steel framework for it to sit on. Well, it sits quite nicely on the body, but the front and rear I'll probably weld in some box section, and then I think I'll have it some riv nuts and like a foam gasket in between the lid and the base. Coming on. Bit more practicing with the TIG. Are those end pieces welded up?